Praveen, let me start with you as the journalist who broke the story about the vaginal swabs of Aarushi getting mixed up. Now we have this cell phone that's resurfaced with, many questions tailing the rediscovery. To you, when you stand back and you look at how the investigation has gone so far in this case, what is the most glaring question at the heart of it all that remains unanswered?
Well, we don't have a perpetrator. We have no idea what actually happened that evening. And the sad part of this entire case is that it isn't a particularly complicated case. As murders go, it's fairly simple. The facts are well known. But the police made just such a stunning mess of the forensics on day one, followed by the CBI making a further mess with using narco analysis instead of doing any serious investigation. It's an internationally discredited procedure. And I think your reporter had it spot on. The cell phone doesn't really tell us very much that we didn't know. We know what calls were made from that phone. Those records have been there a long time.
But can we be sure that the cell phone is hers? I'm being cynical, but with everything that's gone on in this case, I have to say that when I suddenly heard that the cell phone had been found, I just wondered that if it was so easy to track us. It is very easy these days to track a cell phone.
Absolutely. It would be near impossible to fabricate a cell phone and then put it through an evidentiary process. The IMEI numbers are encoded. There are technical details on the set. But it's not really going to tell us very much. It'll tell us what? That she made phone calls, which have long been known from the tower records. The question is really how it got out of that house to the person from whom it's finally been recovered. That again doesn't tell us very much.
So we may be yet in danger of a dead end despite this cell phone. Masuma, as a friend of the family, how does it seem from that viewpoint? Because we've seen Rajesh and Aarushi Talwar. Rajesh earlier a suspect himself. Then it was said that there was no evidence against him. Now a new piece of evidence. Does it mean anything?
See, I have seen this family very closely through the last 1.5 years. I have seen the agony and the pain they've gone through. I have seen the trials and tribulations that they've had. Immense trials and tribulations which nowhere seem to be ending. They've lost a child who's been brutally murdered. They are hoping and praying every day that some breakthrough happens. There's been absolutely no closure. They have been hounded. Society has ostracized them. Media has torn them to shreds. There's been no private space left for them. What they've gone through is unimaginable. What they are going through today also is unimaginable. For them, any little straw is hope. You and I are cynical. Believe me, I am also very cynical.
So I saw you agreeing when I said that,
absolutely.
Are you sure it's
in fact, that was the word I wanted to use. Cynicism is what everybody is feeling. So what? What's going to happen? Is it going to happen? Are we going to get an answer? But for them, for Rajesh and Nupur, they want a miracle. They want justice. They want the killers to be found. If a miracle happens and they're the
people, any little piece in the puzzle would matter to them. Pinaki Mishra is somebody who actually was a legal counsel for the Talwar family. How do you see this new piece of evidence? Do you think it's significant at all?
I think, your panelists have talked about the cynicism. I seem to also, apart from sharing in the cynicism, have a great deal of concern that something which is within 100 kilometers of Delhi, the national capital region, has been active for so long, mobile has been active for so long, IMI number known for so long. What sort of coordination are we talking about amongst the agencies? And with the CBI, a premier investigating agency, having taken over this investigation almost, I think, 15 months back, for this to happen is frankly a matter of grave concern to everybody. We've been given to understand now that it's being sent to a lab either in Hyderabad or in Chandigarh. Some facts will emerge from that. We are not in a position to second guess as to what those facts are. But I just want to make, not to put too fine a point on this. Noida police, botched up this investigation unexceptionably. There's no question on that.
Tuba.com